For real, like, I'm holding back for too long with no more.
Nah, turn that up. Young.
Since I came back to the town, they can't really play me, can't even tame me. No to remember me slim. All I remember is that all of these niggas was shady. Grew with the money from baby. She never met me, she already calling me baby. Can't be a saint. I got a move like Frank, like I pushing Dake in the 80s. Since I came back to the town, they can't really play me, can't even tame me. No to remember me slim. All I remember is that all of these niggas was shady. Grew with the money from baby. She never met me, she already calling me baby. Can't be a saint. I got a move like Frank, like I pushing Dake in the 80s. I think I'm the life of the party. Casamigos and shots of Bacardi. You can get twisted like a Molly, or fucked in a Molly if you wanna leave like you froggy. Got you a bag and they saucy, fumbling bags. Now you over here tryna fault me. Got on my job, I ain't hanging with Tommies. You know I love me and make sure I'm mommy. Landed in London, now I'm getting 8. Can't take advances, I need me some steak. Can't write a verse if it ain't for 8. So many folks they gon' think that I'm Drake. Make a Billy, now I play with the stakes. Bought a plane just to yeah. She know me as king, but today I told her she'll see me as send over God. Bow down, that'll give me your eyes. I come before you, but not as a mirage. To be the answer to all of your prayers. Get it now instead of waiting on later. Need a man that isn't stricken by greed. I'm only stricken when you get on your knees. Girl, don't pray for me, you can pray to me. It's blasphemous if you don't believe. Cause I bear the fruit, but not off the tree. But I bear the fruit to show you you're free. Don't pray for me. All the things you wanna say for me, you can say to me. Activate my inner savior. Can't watch you act on your inner nature. I can't watch you slide down that pole. Watch new niggas take you home. I'm here to save your soul and purify you with that bro. I can't just sit back and just watch you. You got a heavy burden, I'ma spot you. You feeling sick, I'll be a doctor. I want you to love me. I want you to love me like a God that you ain't never seen. I wanna be to heaven you ain't never been. I wanna purge 11 that's been meddling. Life's a trip, keep you pedaling. Let my love just settle in. I write you letters in cursive. Just let me be the one you worship. Yeah, worship. You can pray to me, you can worship. Worship, worship. You can pray to me, you can worship. Worship, worship. You can pray to me, you can pray to me, you can pray to me, you can worship. Worship me, you can worship me. Hey, pray to me, you can worship. Pray to me, you can worship. Hey, pray to me, you can worship. Worship, worship. Hey.
What up, what up, what up, chat? What up, what up, what up? If y'all can hear me, come in and hit the like button. Come in and hit the like button, chat. If y'all can hear me, make sure that you guys hit the like button. It's your boy Mosa. We just doing a stream today. Basically, just want to just do a little bit more conversation about making money as a traveler. We want to talk about travel, things like that. So if you guys are in here, you want to start getting more insights on just like travel content or financial conversation, I think we can start doing that. If you guys are not already, shameless plug, obviously we do have the Digital Nomad mentorship for 100 USD per month. Make sure that you guys utilize it. Prices will probably be going up as well. Consultations are still $75. But after this month, it will be going up as well. So the Digital Nomad mentorship, you get more of a bang for your buck. You still get that personalized call. But not only do you get the personalized call, but you get added to a group chat and you get added to all of the ways that I know how to monetize and make money. With that being said, chat, what's up? If you guys can hear me, put a 1 in the chat if you were in attendance. If you guys can hear me, let me know if you guys want more conversation about how to make money online and things like that. If you guys have any videos that you want me to react to, send them to me on Instagram. You can send them to me on Discord. And let's basically get the stream started. So, what up, chat? So basically, I've kind of been like watching some videos about people relocating to Thailand and basically not really having money. Now, me being out here in Thailand now, you guys know I did a little bit of an Asia tour and came right back to Thailand. I have been meeting people that try to expat out here and they don't really have a ton of resources, right? So, you know, a lot of it was like that inside of Colombia too. Like, it's really the younger guys. The younger guys don't really got money like that to travel or don't really have like strong hustle to really make money. And the thing about making money online is it's not easy. But once you build consistency, you're gonna have traction, right? So, yeah, so Zoe basically did a video. I mean, we could pull that video up, and he kind of was just talking about, you know, just like the days of broke travel and things like that is over. Now, he's not the only person that I've seen say that. I've seen a couple people say that, but obviously because he's a little bit closer to my audience, you guys would know him. His word is probably going to mean a lot to people when it comes to broke travel. But what do you guys think about broke travel and things like that, right? So I'll pull this up. I know you guys always talking about the beggars in the space, and there's a lot of people that's begging and they don't have money and things like that. Even though begging kind of is like a revenue stream and people are going to give you the money and you're going to give them the entertainment. However, I've been saying this shit for a long time that it's not really it's like not really persistent. Give me 1 second. I got to turn up this AC. It's mad hot. Or yeah. So shout out to my guy King H. Comes in with the $9.99. I appreciate that, bro. Hey man, thank you for getting it started early, bro. I appreciate that. He says, what's good, champ? Space definitely needs more streams like this. Yeah. So I definitely want to just focus like just more on like talking about making money online. Like I feel like that's something that I like want to talk about, and I want to start doing more like videos on that topic as to how to make money online and things like that. I feel like more people need that and need these breakdowns. So if you guys are here with me and you know you guys got time, I'm probably gonna be on stream for like an hour or two. We can kind of just go through some videos or really just talk about trying to monetize. But if you guys haven't seen my video already, I basically did. I've done videos already, just kind of breaking down freelance work and having a remote job. If you guys don't know, for me, I'm a freelancer. I have a company. I have a business. So like I go and get contractual work. Now YouTube supplements the income, right? So it gives me a little bit more wiggle room. So I might see my, you know, just the money I get off of my like community and YouTube, I might use that to plan a trip, or I might use that to like, you know, do something a little bit more fun. Some days I could go outside and splurge a little more, you know what I mean? Just kind of like depending on my mood. But, you know, these last couple of weeks, I'm really just looking at how I could take some of that money and kind of grow what I'm doing, right? Like grow this content thing and things like that. So I think number one, content does make people money. I think if you know how to do content, you can make some good bread. You know what I'm saying? So do you know you were an O'Shea Duke Jackson about NYC? Yes. Thank you. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. He's been, you know, he's been showing me love. That shit means a lot because I don't think he knows how much I've been like studying his channel and his upload tendencies. And that nigga's a monster. He's a fucking beast. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Like I said, I felt like that was just energy. It's like I'm putting so much energy into trying to become a better YouTuber. I have this commentary guy I've been listening to, but let me actually pay attention to what it is that he got going on. And I'm like, yo, like I fuck with O'Shea heavy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, for like him to be shouting me out, it means a lot. He even, you know, like clipped like a segment of me talking about the situation and gave me a big shout out and said that he likes my videos and things like that. So that's dope. To me, that means a lot because I still feel like a small YouTuber. We just hit 4.5K. You know what I mean? Like we're not even at 5,000. Like 5,000 to me is like a huge milestone, and 5,000 for a lot of people, they hit that a long time ago. So 5,000 for me is a huge milestone. Right now, I'm not even looking at anything accept the numbers and crunching the numbers and making sure that the amount of people that even know of the Homies Hub can get somewhere it's like 1 million people, like 1 million impressions every month. And then from there, we going, all right, this is how much subs that we could probably expect. So I do expect to hit 5,000 by the end of March, minimum. We should be at 5,000 if I keep the consistency up and things like that. Obviously, you guys know the AdSense money's going up because there's more views because I'm uploading more consistently and things like that. So you got to be a monster to do what to really do what he does. But I also realize that I have like a similar strength that I'm able to commentate and just talk on videos. I know some people don't like talking on videos. They want everything to just kind of be travel. But I feel like you got to have live streams, especially in this space. You have to have live streams and videos that actually talk about real life shit that everybody can relate to or take some time to really talk about. Like, there's not a lot of people in the travel space that talk about making money, right? So I think that's a lane that I would like to take and talk a little bit more about. I know I've been talking about AI and things like that, and I've talked to a couple guys in the back end about how to do AI stuff. I think those are more streams I'm going to do, more videos I'm going to do. I'm obviously helping you guys one-on-one personally. You guys want to get more into AI. If you want to get into just like how to generate with AI, or you want to get into the actual like computer like mechanics of AI, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing private coaching, I'm doing private one-on-ones. So we're gonna get into that. but before we get into that, I do want to pull up Zoe's video, right? Because Zoe just recently did a video. If you guys are all here, man, hit the like button. If you guys have any questions at all about anything that we're talking about today, feel free to send a super chat or send a Cash App. I will definitely dedicate a segment to you personally as to whatever it is, or if you just want to just tune in and you have questions, then just wait for me to get to your comment, and I will definitely help you out. Shout out to all the people that are showing support. Like I said before, I'm tallying up all the people that send Cash Apps because it's easier to do. And you guys are going to get special membership on the Homies app. If you send me an email about becoming a bug tester, I did recently just get back to a bunch of people about becoming a bug tester. So you should have got an email, and you should be able to basically put the discount code in, and you should be able to basically try it out. You know what I'm saying? Says you are on your way. The thumbnails and new content are dope. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get into this video real quick. And hold on, let me hit the thumbs up button on this video too. So let me hit this up. Yeah, man, let's talk about this real quick.
So, sun's going down. It's a little dark. I saw something that made me, and I've been seeing it, but I just saw a video. It was a female, and she was, I guess, in a detention at the airport or somewhere, and she was like, she got to go home to America. And basically she said, I believe from what she was saying, she was here on a student visa, like she's supposed to be a language visa where you learn the language. That's one of the visas you can get that would allow you to stay in Thailand. And she was like, oh, I got to go home, change the plans. They stopped at the airport. She's saying they asked her questions. She said she felt like she gave them enough, showed them enough language, but they asked to see that she had $600 in her account. And she didn't have, I don't know if I'm gonna play her video in here or not, but she didn't have $600 in her bank account. She couldn't show them $600. So they were sending her home. And then she said, I got a return ticket, but.
So I think a lot of these countries, especially before they give you a visa or they let you back into a country, or I guess maybe in this case, I think she was leaving a country. I think I might have missed that. They don't want foreigners in the country that don't have money, right? Because it's like, you don't really have that ability to go apply for a job and work as a foreigner. You need to be coming there with money coming in, or you need to have a business plan set up. Like, you need something that's bringing you money remotely. And a lot of people are coming to Thailand because it's so cheap, right? You hear rent's $300 or it's, $400. And luckily, you know, I feel like rent doesn't really get inflated in Thailand the way it does in Medi. Like in Medi, I can watch the prices of rent and houses go up every year according to what they anticipate foreigners are going to have to pay. And then what ends up happening, which I don't even think Medi realizes it, is that a lot of foreigners just make the decision that they're not going to live in Medellin or they leave. I'm pretty sure they've seen a decline in like the amount of foreigners that's staying in Medellin, because Medi, instead of them, and this is just, you know, this is just like Colombian, you know, culture and ethics, and, you know, not to, you know, slam them right now, but they're so money hungry and greedy. They will like chop their own foot off to try to get an extra leg. Like that's, you know, like that's kind of what they do in Medi. So people don't, you know, people coming to Thailand because, you know, like the property value and apartments and things like that is not really seeing that kind of level of inflation. So like people come, but the problem is people come without no real way to make money. And then a lot of them try to turn to like YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. And that's not to say those aren't good strategies, but I think what Zoe's talking about, and a lot of older guys talk about, especially when I like study the space a little bit and see y'all commentary, a lot of you guys are talking about the people that are living off of AdSense, right? Like they're living off of what YouTube's going to pay them for people watching ads. They're living off of what TikTok is going to pay them for uploading videos. Facebook is going to pay them. So we're going to get into that.
You know how that is. So everybody knows there's those sites where you can get a fake return ticket. And it just, and I've seen stuff like this. It was a guy and girl, boyfriend and girlfriend. They were here in Pattaya. They got sent back to they got sent, and I think they went back to Cambodia. They had some issues getting in and out, and one time they got sent away just recently. And you're seeing this more and more. And it made me think about, has Thailand become the biggest, like, is it the worst sale ever sold? Like, you see so many videos of people saying, hey, I sold everything. I moved to Thailand. My rent is $500 or less. Videos have you guys seen in Thailand? Every person thinks they could come here and get a $500 place to live, and they're going to do YouTube and they're going to survive. It's the biggest dream ever sold, the Thailand dream. Especially now that they're cracking down on, you know, the border runs. Those days are over. Oh, thank you. Those days are over. So if you don't really have a legitimate visa,
I wasn't even aware when I first got here. Like I found out about Thailand too late. Like when I got here, they had already cracked down on it. So I was like, okay, I'm you know, I could only stay a certain amount of days. I didn't know I could just leave and keep coming back and stay for as long as I would. That would have been the ultimate cheat code for me. If I would have known about Thailand last year, I probably would have cut my Colombia run short, and I would have already came over to Asia. You know what I'm saying? But things happen, you know what I mean? I wish they would I wish they would extend that grace another 2 years, because Thailand is great, but to get a visa, you're definitely gonna have to spend more money to get a visa in Thailand than you would in Colombia. But with Medellin's visa process this year, it was ridiculous. Like I said, I know a lot of people that got their visa, you know, 2023, 2022, or in you know, when it came to 2025, they're like, yo, the whole process they trying to make me go through to get another visa, they're like, yo, I'm not doing this bullshit. Like, I'm out. You know, I'm saying, like, it's crazy, because that was one of the digital nomad hotspots. So a lot of people, they don't know that, yo, you're gonna get a max of 90 days. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna, you know, total, you can get up to 180 days in Thailand, but they're gonna make you leave. Okay, if you don't leave, you're gonna go to jail. It's not like when you go to Colombia, like you get a fine. They're gonna make you go to jail if you overstay, and it can get really ugly really fast. So I don't think people start thinking about that. Like what really eats up your cost as a foreigner when you have to leave is when, like, you need to buy another flight and then book some kind of accommodation when you're leaving, right? Like that's what hits you. Like when you're like just floating and you don't have anything, what kills you is going to be the actual cost for you to move to another country temporarily and come back for your border run. Because now you have to start looking at, and even if the flight is $100 or $200 to fly from Thailand to maybe, you know, somewhere else, you then got to book a place to stay. You're probably going to go out. You're going to eat. You're going to do stuff like that. So realistically, you should have like 3 to 5 times your need. So if you need $1,000 a month to stay in Thailand, you should have between $3,000 to $5,000 a month coming in. And you need to be frugal and be smart about how you spend money. You can't be going to Soy Six and going to bars and think that you're going to be straight, because you're not. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let's get into this again.
You're not going to be able to stay here. You're not going to be able to return here. There's a lot of people that had to leave, and there's a bunch of videos about that. You know, what do you need to do? How do you get around that? But I've been seeing more and more videos of people being stopped, detained, and sent home.
A lot of people that were out here inside of Pattaya that were doing the border runs, and they've been doing the border runs for years, they found out that they couldn't even come back. So some of them have businesses here, they have apartments here, they got cribs here, they have boyfriends, they have girlfriends here. They can't come back because they thought they can keep doing the visa run, and they like, nah. If you don't have a visa, you can't come back.
The days of bum travel is coming to an end. And I know people are like, hey, you only live once, YOLO and all of that. But if you're gonna come, fly 20 hours, come to a country, and you can't even show $600 in your bank account, if you don't have a credit card, a bank card, or just some form of backup money, travel insurance, what the hell are you doing? That's that dream that everybody sees and they want. Oh, I could go and be a bum and live in Thailand and make it. Listen, you can't really work here in Thailand unless you have a work visa. And if you get caught, they're gonna kick you out. If you overstay, they're gonna kick you out. If you try to make a border run and your paperwork is not right, they're gonna kick you out. And this place has...
So, I mean, basically, he's kind of just saying the same stuff that I've already broke down. Yeah, you gotta basically have a plan for when you come out here. So now let's start talking about a plan, right? Let's not just analyze the bums, but let's talk about a plan if you want to be the person that wants to make money and quit your job, or maybe you don't have a job. So number one, if you're going to be a traveler, I highly recommend that you make content, right? Your content doesn't need to be content that monetizes and the platform pays you to upload. Consider that a bonus. You need to upload content for the sake of marketing. Right now, there is no better marketing engine than this algorithm that's constantly going to be pushing the videos that you upload so that it can keep users on its platform. Through that, you can constantly be advertising the stuff that you have going on. So for me, you guys, I'm constantly advertising the Homies Hub, advertising the Homies app, which in case you guys don't know, the Homies app and the Homies Hub are two different websites right now. They will merge at some point, but they're two completely different websites. The homieshub.com gives you access to the Discord, consultations, things like that. The Homies app is almost like TikTok. You can go there, you can upload your travel stuff, connect with other travelers, things like that. Like I said, I'm giving out free memberships. I'm giving out 5 free memberships every single week. Make sure that you send me an email at forthehomies96@gmail.com saying you want to be a bug tester. Make sure you send me your Instagram or Facebook. I need to verify that you are a real person and who you are before I grant you free access to the platform. But that is another platform that you guys are going to be able to monetize as brand new creators. You're not going to need 1,000 subs to start making money. You could already sell memberships and things like that as soon as you sign up. That's how we're building out the app, right? So make sure that you guys tap in with me. I am looking for bug testers. Eventually, we're going to start looking for some investors and things like that because I do think the app is going to take off, especially when the AI feature is done. You guys ain't never seen nothing like this. I really do this shit for real. But anyways, so if you want to make money online, you need to upload content. The importance of uploading content is because you need to do marketing. You need to also be able to figure out algorithms on every single platform, right? Like, how does Instagram operate? How does TikTok kind of operate? How does YouTube kind of operate? How does Rumble kind of, you know what I'm saying? So then you need to decide what is an online business that you can offer. Now, I'm going to give you guys a personal tip. You guys can say that you got it from me, right? Utilize it. There's two things that you need to become fluent in doing if you're going to make money online, especially as somebody who doesn't have a job, right? Number one, you need to become fluent at customer service. You need to know how to talk to people and make them feel that they can trust you and that you're competent and know what you're doing and that you're honest. Customer service. You need to be able to talk to people. You need to be able to DM somebody, offer them something that sounds of interest, right? Set a price that works for you and them and work for it. You need to be able to do that. Now, can you use your personal social media for that? Perhaps. Or do you want to dedicate a social media page for that? Yes, you can. And there's ways you could do it. You could upload yourself and brand your own face, which is going to make you more trusting because people can see you. But if you're going to go faceless, you need to be offering some kind of like community support, something where other people can vouch that you are not a scammer, because there's a lot of scammers online. Secondly, next thing that you could do off the rip is you could offer marketing, right? When it comes to content creation, like I told you guys before, it's really just marketing. Can you create posts for other people, upload them? You know what I'm saying? And now with AI, everything is so easy. If you guys, you know, I'm going to keep shamelessly plugging this. If you guys want to get a real breakdown on how to use AI to do digital marketing, make sure you guys go to thehomieshub.com. Either become a digital nomad, or you could pay one time. You could pay the $75, and I will do a sit-down call with you and break it down. You got to use AI tools, bro. Generate videos, generate photos, know how to set captions, and do marketing. You set up a profile, do this for 30 days, post on it every single day. Get used to scheduling posts, you know what I'm saying? Get used to scheduling posts, get used to doing hashtags and things like. You can use Chat GPT for all of this. I have a couple GPTs I'll be giving out. It's on my digital nomad tier, where basically you just type what you needed to do and it's going to know exactly how to do it rather than having to teach Chat how to do it. It's going to know. You need to have social media pages and scale them, right? Scale the social media pages, show it to whatever type of company that you would like to market for, and cut them a great deal. Hey, I'm going to market your company for, you know, this long, right? Let's work out a deal. You pay me this much and I'll market. Now, a lot of people are going to be opposed to that. You could also hit them with the, hey, you don't have to pay me anything. I will dedicate, 2 to 3 posts for your company per week. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you set up a way to track customers that you bring in. If I bring you this many impressions or this many contacts or this many customers, can you cut me a commission? That's called affiliate marketing. Now, it seems like it doesn't work, but when you already have a following, affiliate marketing is going to make you a lot of money. A lot of dudes don't utilize this when they have their platforms because they're looking at this YouTube check. They're looking for this TikTok check. You need to be proactive on making money. Okay? You need to be super proactive on how you make money. Now, this is if you don't have a job. Go into digital marketing, go into content creation. A lot of people stop at the content creation and they never do the digital marketing, or they do the digital marketing, but they don't sell other people's products. If you build up any kind of audience, then now you have an audience to sell products to. All you need to live comfortably overseas is $3,000 to $5,000 per month, right? $3,000 to $5,000 per month. Be proactive, and also you're on there scrolling all day. You might as well figure out how to make it for it to make you some money. Now, here's the benefit about living overseas. There are companies that are located there. You might be in Thailand, but this company's Russian. They're Ukrainian. They're, from Israel. You go to them as an American and say, I will do digital marketing for your company. I will make this many posts on social media and TikTok per week. Do you have a budget you could work with? I'm not saying to lowball yourself, but offer them something where you can incrementally go up throughout time. Number one. Like, really take advantage of that. The biggest thing people don't have that they need right now in this age of social media and content creation is they need somebody who's going to consistently post content for them. Consistently. Now I'm going to give you guys one more tip. I do the full breakdowns on calls and things like that, but I'm going to just give you guys the overall idea. You don't even have to do the digital marketing yourself. There are people in the Philippines. So some of you guys would come on my comments, hey, man, you failed in the Philippines. Hey, man, you failed in Japan. Why? Because you didn't see a bunch of baddies. Like, I go to these countries to do other things. In the Philippines, I was able to basically scout a lot of agencies that you could hire some of these people between $3 to $6 per hour. Sometimes you can hire them for $8 per day, right? And you can have them do the content stuff for you. So work out the deal that you work out with that company. Go and hire someone in another country that can speak English. Right now, the two places that I hire, the people that, you know, that like work for me and help me do things, my main hires right now, the ones I focus on, Nigeria and the Philippines, because they speak the best English, with Nigerians coming in first, because you can basically pay them the same wages. They're a little bit more competent, and they can really understand fluid English. You can hire them online, and you can have them do the marketing for you, target another company, and ask them the kind of marketing that they need. Now you need to decide what type of company and now what kind of category can you market for. You should market for a company that you are competent somewhat to some degree as to who their customer base is going to be. If you're marketing soul food restaurants, right, you need to know the type of person that likes soul food. You need to know the kind of content that you need to create. You need to know what kind of AI tools is going to create the best AI music, the best transitions, the best editors and things like that. And you need to post content like that. You need to know, hey, I need you to record a video of you cooking the meals or serving the food, horizontal and vertical. Horizontal and vertical. Know how to layer that and post that. And keep posting that and knowing how to use hashtags. Like I said, ChatGPT can help you with all of this. There's no reason why you can't get to a bag. There's no reason why you can't get no money. Now, I have my own personal stack of AI tools that I pay for every month and use. I'm not going to expose that on stream. If you guys would like to know more about that, like I said, you can join the Digital Nomad tier. Just go to thehomieshub.com and go to memberships. Some of you guys might feel like, I don't want to pay $100 a month, or that's craziness. Listen, you could try it out for 1 month, and if you don't like it, then you can cancel. But I say in that month, you better be actively asking all the questions you need, because something about me, if you guys are in my Discord, I dump information like a motherfucker. I be dumping everything. I'm literally chatty patty even more than live stream on Discord. I'm going to drop you guys my entire stack with AI. I'm going to show you guys the contracts I use. I'm going to give you guys the GPTs I use. These are AI within ChatGPT that are programmed to do specific things. Very, very, very specific things, right? So how to write out calls, messages, things like that. Now, I'm going to give you guys a rough idea as to some of the packages that I've offered this year and I've had people pay. So I will have, website packages that start at $1,500. They pay me every month for like maintenance and things like that. I maintain the websites, I fix them, right? I think my biggest contract this year was a little over $40,000, where basically I'm kind of building out their entire agency. And I build most of it myself. I got one guy that's helping me. We kind of are building out the mobile app right now. We're about to do a huge launch for her, and she's about to get the bag, and I'm getting a good percentage of each sale. So that's going to be something that's going to keep me busy, right? But that's a whole nother sector that I'm not going to talk about. That's so far from what y'all see me doing now, but it's a very lucrative sector. And basically how I got that deal was basically like I had to assess what this person was trying to do with their life. And they're at the point in their life where they're trying to build something and leave a legacy, right? And this is where you take more chances. So it's like, okay, you want to build something that's going to disrupt this particular category or kind of industry. Let's build it, and let's see how AI can build it, right? So I'm using AI to build AI that's then helping improve people's lives, people's well-being, things like that. I'm doing the marketing. I'm offering everything because you have to justify that price, right? So I'm doing the marketing. I'm doing the logo creation. I'm doing the app design. I'm doing the web design. I'm programming the AI bot. I'm doing all of these things. And it's like at first, this contract might have started as something really small, but then it started to evolve because they're like, okay, if I'm going to grow this thing, if this one person can do everything for me, why would I go hire 4, 5, 6 people? I'm just going to hire him. That means that you need to start looking at starting an agency. You need to start looking at starting a company that handles multiple things. Now, you as an owner or a freelancer, I'm just talking about freelancing right now. I'm talking about if you want to make money, you want to travel, you don't want to be tied down to a job where you got to get a VPN and they need to make sure that you're not in China somewhere partying and drinking, but really you are, right? You want to freelance because you have full control, but it's way more work to freelance than it is to go get a job. The job market we're going to talk about next on stream. But right now I'm just focusing on building out your company, trying to build out your agency, things like that. You need to offer everything. You don't need to be good at everything, but you need to be competent in everything. You need to be on YouTube researching graphic design and how it works and how much time it should typically take for somebody to basically make something. You need to be researching which AI tools does what tools generate pictures, what tools generate videos, what tools make realistic humanistic videos. Here is another thing that I haven't done, but I'm gonna get into it. Shout out to Hot Damn I Rock. Like, do you guys remember him? Super dope dude, by the way. I'm gonna see if his video is up on YouTube right now. He basically is using AI to create models for clothing brands. I think that's brilliant, and he's making some good bread, right? Like, people need marketing. People need sales. The whole gist of this conversation as to what I'm telling you is if you need the money, you want to be able to travel, you want to be able to move around, you need to help people market and sell, because when you help people market and sell, that's how you make money, because they're making money. So if they're making money, you're making money. You need to become obsessed with helping other people sell items. That means that you need to get in front of a camera, or if you're not in front of the camera, you need to create a presence in front of the camera in whatever context that is. Find whatever niche that is, create content. Make sure the content funnels in the money. And if you're a good value, people will pay you because they just appreciate the value you offer them. Like, this live stream is free. A lot of you guys are getting game. You don't have to really give me anything for it. But before I give you the tip as to how to now convert a really good idea, we could work on building a real plan and then scaling it. I can show you guys, the money that I've gotten. There's no cap in my rap. You guys see my lifestyle. I've been living overseas now for more than a year and a half, bro. We're going on 2 years. I've been traveling. In 6 months, less than 6 months, in 5 months, it's going to be 2 full years I've been traveling full time. No job. Now, that's not to say that shit can't end soon, right? Because my biggest contract is about to wear down. So, but I've still set up so many revenue streams. I don't have to go home. If I go back home, it's because there's just a way bigger bag at home waiting for me. But I don't have to go home. I could go live anywhere I want right now, as long as I could get in there because of the visa, and as long as I have internet and I have my computer. I'm gonna keep making this money because I know what I need to focus on. So me building out the Homies Hub is like a long-term play, right? Where it's like, okay, eventually there's several ways that the Homies Hub can make money, right? And this is why I always encourage you guys to build out your own platform, because your platform can always transform. If Facebook, or let's just go with Instagram. Instagram started off as just photos. Then it became videos. Then it became more personalized conversations. Then it became, you can use a Meta AI. Now it's Reels, it's Shorts. It has all these things going on, live streams. And there's multiple ways to make money. When you own your own platform like me, not only do I make money from the memberships, because you guys have to be a paying member to upload, Not only do I make money from the memberships, I can sell advertisements on the platform. If you have a business and you want it to be focused on the Homies Hub audience, you can pay me to put your ad. I can serve your ad in a beautiful way where it doesn't disrupt people's, viewing time, but it definitely will still lead to conversions. I'm helping other creators make money. So you take a percentage when they want to cash out. Other people are scaling themselves on top of your platform where they can make money, and then you take a small percentage. We're probably going to have a store or a marketplace on there where people can sell and set up their own store on the Homies. That's another commission. There's so many ways to make money when you have your own platform. Not to mention, we still have exclusive content that's going to be on the platform that doesn't get uploaded to YouTube. It doesn't even get uploaded to YouTube members. And I appreciate all of you guys as in YouTube members, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of ways to make bread, but that's because I'm good at technology. Now, you don't have to be good at technology. You can hire somebody to do that, but you need to be firing up that engine when it comes to marketing and sales. Marketing and sales is what's going to get you the bag. Now, a lot of YouTubers and content creators underutilize their reach, right? I'm just breaking down the numbers for you because I want you guys to know this is how my brain works. Number one, I probably didn't start off with this. If you guys are new here, my name is Mosa from the Homies Hub. I have a business degree. I have a business degree in business administration. I have a minor in music business, basically entertainment business, right? I went to school for this shit. I graduated. I've won business competitions. I've competed in business competitions. I've won grants for this stuff. I've always been building and trying to figure out how to monetize the internet, right? So there's nobody who is more qualified to teach you how to do this shit than me, right? Because the proof is in the pudding. I don't have to cap. If you know the community, you've been watching me for a while, you guys see what I've been building, you do your research, you guys can see what it is. I have LLCs, I have companies. This is all Googleable, researchable shit. But I've realized that if I want the freedom, I have to work for myself. Because when you work for somebody else, you have the consistency of a check, but you don't have the freedom. I'm trying to set up long-term, multi-million, multi-billion-dollar plays. That starts. I figured it. I was trying to connect the pieces. That starts with content creation and marketing. You have to focus on content creation, marketing. You now have to funnel that traffic into somewhere where it's going to make sense. When Skylar had lost his Patreon, I'm like, bro, just build your own site. Especially when he told me how much money he lost on Patreon for just that month. I said, bro, just build your own site. Build your own site. It's nobody can strike your website down unless like the hosting provider has a strong issue with something you're doing on the platform. No one can strike your website down. Like, you feel me? Like, they would have to buy a membership and go and investigate. No one can strike down your website. Now, YouTube can say, hey, we don't like the fact that you're sending people to your website and strike your channel down. That's very possible. But there's other avenues to market. You can still use TikTok and just go crazy on TikTok. Use Instagram and go crazy on there. You could use X and go crazy on there. And as a matter of fact, if you're paying for a membership on X, X will actually like push your videos more. Hot damn, I rock had classic YouTube videos. He could have went to Hollywood. He was creative. Yeah, man. I think he definitely has some kind of spiritual life awakening, but now he's back focused to the bag. And hey, man, he's making money. I think he can still make an emergence, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a entertaining dude. Things like that. So I'm gonna put a little screenshot of payout that I'm getting today. Okay, I'm gonna put a little screenshot so that you guys know that, like, this is real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna show you guys all of my money. There's no reason for you guys to see that shit, but I will put a little screenshot on here so that y'all can see what I could basically get in a day doing the business that I get. Now, Obviously, there's a lot of room for me to improve. By no means am I rich. I'm not rich at all. The only thing is that I have made I have through my own business and my own hustle, and not even having the best systems, I have generated what somebody would make with a normal job. So this is what I could just get today. This is through Stripe. If you guys are members, you guys know, I have a lot of Stripe stuff. I want to pull up a little snippet of a summary of just one of my clients is paying me. And my clients love my work so much. They contact me to do everything. They send me to friends. They're like, hey, I have a friend. Do you think you could like help them with this or help them with that? You know what I'm saying? Let me see real quick if I can pull that up. I don't even see the email that I sent her. Where's the email? Where is the email? I'm trying not to expose like any of my personal shit. But listen, y'all, if y'all have questions, man, send them in, man. I'm answering questions for free. This is y'all time to take advantage. You know what I'm saying? If you guys enjoy the stream, bless the Cash App, send a super chat. It definitely means a lot. It goes a long way. So yeah. So I'm just gonna screenshot. I can't give you guys too much information because it's still shit that needs to stay, private. But just give me 1 second because I didn't put the whole total on here, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So just focus on the number in the middle, the $31,677.57. That's actually real. What I have was somewhat, they paid more since that time, but that was at the time I generated their summary just so that they could see. That was what they paid me, right? So, you could take a look at this, and this is what I'm getting off one client. So this is not to mention the fact that I probably have, over 5 clients that's paying me every year. I have, memberships. Guys are paying me monthly in. I still get the YouTube check. I still get the super chats. I still get the donations, things like that. So I'm grateful. I'm not bragging. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be 2 years that I've done this. I haven't been doing this 5 years. So I'm not even trying to sell you guys the idea like I'm a super expert. I'm learning. I'm bumping my head just like, y'all are. But I feel that I figured out a strategy to help me make money and travel. Now, like I said, there's no reason for travelers to be bums. There really is no reason for it. The problem is just you guys don't understand how to make money on your own. That's it. You just have to get over the small like camel hump of knowing how to make money on your own. That's what I'm here to teach. If there's anybody that's going to be in this travel space that wants to figure out how to make money and travel and not have to e-beg, I'm literally giving you the sauce. Make content and know what you want to sell. You might not do marketing. You might do something totally different. People have different things. I see people that got spicy content that they lure people into, and that makes some good money if you know what you're doing, but you do risk losing your channel. You can give consultations. You can be the boots on the ground guy. You can be the event planner guy. You can be the live streamer guy. There's a lot of things that you can do. So chatbot missed call, text back, says how much to be an investor in the Homies Hub. I don't really know yet. Simply because I don't really need investors right now, but I know eventually, like YouTube and trying to grow the app through YouTube is only going to go so far. So we're going to start having to run ads at some point and get people to use the platform. But I think, like you guys have been seeing me like kind of like up the ante when it comes to the Homies Hub. You guys are seeing way more consistent videos. You guys are seeing me like put more effort into thumbnails and things like that. And it's not even necessarily that I'm putting more effort or working harder. It really is just I figured out a system because I realized I'm only operating at like 5% of my capability. So I turned it up to 15%, and you guys are watching. You guys are seeing me drop 2-3 videos a day now, and it's just really because, like I said before, 1 million impressions, meaning a million people see the Homies Hub has uploaded a video. They see the thumbnail. Maybe only 100,000, not even 100,000, but just for numbers' sake, let's say like 100,000 people click the video and watch it in the first 30 seconds. In the first 30 seconds of that video, I'm promoting the Homies and, the Homies app. So that's now, 100,000 people know that I have this app. Maybe 10,000 people actually stick around the video, comment, check out the website, probably never join, right? But out of that 10,000 people, 1,000 people start to come into the Homies Hub and come into the Discord and commentate, right? Out of that 1,000 people, 100 people might decide they're going to pick the $5 membership, the $15 membership, or the $100 membership. That's kind of how marketing works. It's just to get more eyeballs so that you can start getting people to come through, right? If I got 100 people paying the $15 a month, that's $1,500 a month. $1,500 a month, bro, you could take a trip. You know what I'm saying? You could, you could definitely live in Thailand off $1,500 a month. It's not enough money, but you're not really gonna have to if you're frugal, you can live off $1,500 a month, to be real. Like your rent's gonna be $600 to $700. You know what I'm saying? You have another $700 to eat. You don't need that much food, money to eat. You stay away from Walking Street and Soy 6, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? So that's and that's just from having my own platform. That's not AdSense. That's not Super Chats. That's not Cash Apps. Not to mention tech contracts and tech work and things like that. Now, let's now talk more about remote work, right? Because some of you guys probably don't want to start your own business. Oh, I'm sorry, 12 Gods Gaming. Let me answer your question. So to be an investor in the Homies Hub, I'm probably gonna have like a couple series fundraising. I think what I'll probably do is I'll sell you digital marketing space on the Homies Hub, right? Now let's talk money. Let's talk some money, right? I'll sell you digital marketing real estate on the Homies Hub. There will be a certain part of the app where people are going to be going to and clicking a lot. You can have your personal ad space there. You can do whatever you want with that ad space. You can sell it, resell it to whoever you want. I'll probably, I can't give you a ballpark number. My brain was more like $5,000, just starting. It could be way lower than that. I might sell ad space for $500. It'll just be on like a time constraint. So if I gave you ad space for $5,000, you probably had an ad space for a year or more. You take that ad space, if you don't have an ad or a business or something you're marketing yourself, just remarket it to someone else. Hey, man, I can get you ad space on the Homies app. It's got 1 million impressions a month, over 1,500 users, or 15,000 users using it. Most of them are between the ages of 25 and 44. You know what I mean? That's how you do good business. And then if you want to own some of the app, it'll probably be a much bigger percentage. But I'm not gonna undersell the app right now. I think the app has a lot of potential to see millions of users. But basically, I would just take, let's say the number was 5,000. I would take that 5,000 and I would run ads. I would blow your whole 5,000 in probably the first 30 to 60 days running ads and getting more people to download the app. I'd be making the best content to just get people to download the app, use the app. Well, right now you don't have to download it. You can just go on the website. But when there is a mobile app, there's definitely going to be ads. And I'm going to be, it's going to get spent on YouTube. It's going to get spent on IG, TikTok, getting people to download the app. Secondly, what I'm about to start doing in the space is I am about to start paying other content creators to talk about the Homies app or try to like dedicate at least one live stream to it. So stay tuned. If you are a content creator, you know, you never know, man. You might see me send you a big ass Cash App one day. You know what I'm saying? So that's coming. To try to grow the app and make the app the biggest thing in this space, in any other space that I go to, right? So it's all about doing good business. I'm trying to make it so that everybody can make money. Obviously, I'm trying to make money. And I feel like this is what the travel space needs. This is what the black man space needs. This is what anybody who's trying to leave the matrix space needs. There's too much conversations about women and who's tricking and who's not tricking. There needs to be more conversation about the money, because you can't trick if you're not getting no money. How you gonna trick, nigga? You ain't got no money. So you got to make money to trick. And if you want to go to DR and trick it all off, if you want to go to Colombia and trick it all off, you know what I'm saying? You want to come to Thailand and trick it all off, you got to know how to make the bread, because there's nothing, there's no worse feeling than having to go back home, right? You got to go back home because you got to go to work. I remember what that felt like, coming to Colombia, smelling all these beautiful women, looking at all these beautiful women. I got to come back and sit in this fucking prison looking at criminals and smelling balls and ass all day, because I'm like, bro, this is not it. I would be sitting there having mental breakdowns with my partner, like, yo, bro, fuck this shit. Like, I'm about to quit this shit. Like, I can't do this shit, bro. You know what I mean? So I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, things are still rocky. I don't have that like stable income. You know what I'm saying? I just know now I put a couple $100 away in crypto. I put a couple $100 away into, you know, like my IRA. Like I put money in places where I'm not going to look at it. So if I'm ever in a bind and I'm like, man, I got to get a ticket and get back home, or, you know, I have that. Now, some of you guys might not have family to fall back on and things like that. You guys got to go even harder than me. You feel me? You got to take this shit more serious than me. Think just for 1 second. Let me just, like, feel me, let's just break this down, because let's just talk about me talking about like the digital nomad stuff for just a second, right? I have no issue coming on live stream and giving you guys game for free. If you see the game I'm willing to give you for free, you can only imagine the game I'm going to give you on a personalized call, right? Okay. Think about what you're going to spend $100 on this month. If you smoke weed, right, you probably going to, you know, maybe you might be seeing your dealer and buying $50 worth of weed. You're going to smoke away and fry brain cells, and none of that shit is going to help you make more money. You're going to go out for drinks, buy drinks. You're going to go trick off on some girl that don't like you like that. You're going to spend maybe $150 buying her some bullshit or trying to go out on dates. That is not going to teach you how to make more money. That's not going to build you a better relationship with me. It's not going to do nothing that could actually help you get ahead, right? Or what you're going to do is you're going to spend money trying to book a trip that you could only go somewhere for a couple of days, and then you're not going to be able to go back to this place for maybe a year because you don't have any vacation time. With that being said, I'm not telling you to quit your job for this shit. I'm just saying, if you want to get from the point of I'm living check to check, I don't know how to make bread like that, or you just really, let's be honest here. I'm not giving you a Harvard degree. I'm not saying to you, I'm just giving you guided inspiration. I want to inspire you to learn how to make money and travel. But at the same time, I want to be realistic with you about this shit. Working for yourself is not easy. But I'm the kind of guy, I like my freedom. If I want to run to Japan right now and from Japan fly straight to Colombia, I don't want to have to be on a time zone where you know what I'm saying? Like I set up my calls with my clients. We meet at a time that's good for me and them. We talk about things. I guide them through things. I do a lot of business coaching with, you know, like with my clients. Like I hate when people pay me to build them an app or a website and it's like, it's not making no money. Like, yo, bro, let's, you know, first of all, let's talk about what you're trying to do with this website first. Like, are you trying to do this? I'm going to give you a business plan before I even build out your website for you. Like, let's try this business plan. And then I'm going to program that business plan into a GPT, and that GPT is going to break down what you need to do daily. Then that GPT is going to create a file that you're going to import into your Google Calendar, and it's going to hit you as a reminder every single day as to what you need to do sequentially for you to get to the bag. That's the kind of guy I am. That's what I do with my life. So you should understand everything I do is calculated. Like, I'm always calculating the numbers and the metrics. So last stream, when I was telling you guys that I'll be like here pocket watching, yeah, I'm a chronic pocket watcher. I have to pocket watch because I work for myself. So if you're doing something that falls anywhere close to what I'm doing, I'm watching to see how you make money. I'm making an approximation as to how much money you're making. And then I go, okay, I figured out his system. And then I just replicate the system. That's why I have all these different revenue streams. Now, the thing is, we're in 2026, right? We're not in 2001. You can automate all of your revenue streams where you don't even have to look at certain shit. You'll wake up and it's making money. That's what you want to do. And it's not hard to do. But like I said, it feels like it's out of reach because there's a hump you have to get over. Once you get over the hump, then you figure out how to make the bread. And I've already gave you guys key code number 1. Start looking at niggas in Nigeria, start looking at niggas inside the Philippines, and pay them to do the shit you don't have time to do or don't have knowledge of doing. Pay them. Pay them. They'll take anywhere between $3 to $15 per hour. You might only need a nigga to do 4 hours of work that could make you 6 months of income living overseas. And the biggest thing is going to be content. The biggest thing is going to be content. Okay? So yeah, so I'm just showing you guys real proof. Some of y'all like, yo, man, if you're in tech, you should be making 150K. Yeah, if you're dealing with a company that has a revenue of 16 or 32 million dollars, this is what I'm making through my own bread, bro. Like this is just me. I don't have no job. I don't have no like. I wish I could get a high paying tech job that lets me travel the world and do whatever I want. You guys think I'm a trick now? I would really be tricking then. I would really be tricking. I literally just go buy someone a cow just because I could. So I don't have money like that, but I know how to use my brain. Anyways, let me go through your comments real quick. Let's see. Say 3K puts you at the top 10% in Thailand. Yes, it does. It does. But is Thailand that cheap as they claim to be? I think Colombia is cheaper than Thailand. A lot of people might disagree. I think Medi housing isn't cheap, but Colombia food, travel, it's way cheaper than Thailand. When it comes to Colombia, it's cheaper and the women look better. So it's still a cheat code. It's still worth going to. You're just 10 times more in danger. So that's kind of the trade-off. New York City, the Bronx, BX, we got this one. 3rd Ave, 245 train. What up, my G? What up? What up? BX 5 line all day. That's me. 3 to 5K a month coming in, bro. Major retirees have 2 to 2.5K a month coming in, and that's complete. And that's complete fine for the last 20 years. 2 to 2.5K coming in, and these niggas be having a trick? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can't live off that. I mean, I've lived off less than that, so I can definitely live off that. But hell nah, nigga. You're too constrained. You're not gonna listen. If you are a retired veteran and you're making between 2K to 5K, of course you're gonna look at somebody like me and fucking hate me. You're gonna despise me. What I'm about to get paid this morning is almost at 1,000 USD. I try to make minimum. I want to see $1,000 to $1,200 per week working for myself. Minimum. And that's contract stuff. If sometimes I'll give people discounts just because I want to just be just be at a certain cushion because I know what I'm able to do and what I'm able to build. Like, hey man, can you build me this? Like, all right, yeah, man, I'll give you like a 50% discount this time. For him, he's like, yo, I'm saving hella money. For me, I'm like, yo, that just put me at a cushion. You know what I mean? Like, got a little extra cushion. I put some money in Bitcoin. I put some money in a couple other crypto. I might pay the landlord a little bit up front because I don't want to think about shit. You know what I mean? And then I'm very frugal. I was telling one of my little Thai shorties the other day, I was like, yo, I can make this in one day. I see what you guys make in a day. I watch you guys make maybe $60 or $70 in one day and spend 40 of it at the club drinking. I'm like, I could never do that. I could never do that. If I made $1,000 today, I might spend $30 at the club. If that. I barely even go that high. I'd be spending like $20. Get me a little cheap bottle that's going to get me drunk. That's it. Inside of Colombia, I was even more crazy with it. Like, I'm not going to give away my secrets, but if I was ever with a girl, I was never looking at how much fun I was going to have with her. I was looking at her and thinking to myself, how much money can we generate on stream? That's literally what I was thinking to myself. Like, how much bread can we generate on stream? Is she funny? Is she likable? You know what I mean? I never look at a woman now and think, okay, like how much money am I willing to give her? Like, because now she making a bag and you not. But that was when I really needed content to live. I was on some like, I gotta do content. I'm so broke. I'm so broke. I gotta do content. Digital agency leverage VA. Sell ad space, digital products, affiliate products. Yeah, listen, a lot of companies need marketing help. They need content creators. If you build yourself an audience, you're doing even better, right? Don't be like these rappers or these YouTubers that grow these audiences for these other companies. We live in the day and age of technology. You can own shit and funnel it back into yourself. I'm like a self-sustaining ecosystem right now. If I'm not making money off travel talk no more, I could go make money somewhere else. If I'm not making money off tech talk no more, I could go make money somewhere else. Worst come to worst, I could take my ass right back to the States, go work at whatever system is going to hire me. I'm pretty sure they could use a 6-foot, 250-pound nigga that know how to fight and shoot guns. I could get a job anywhere, but I like the ability of having freedom to move around. So that's the reason why I got good with using my computer. However, I'm not knocking you guys that have a job. Right now, if you have a job and you have if you have a job and it's paying your bills to the point where you have excess money to fuck off, you're blessed. Start saving that money and putting that shit away. Because I didn't come overseas to just have freedom to chase women. I came overseas with a game plan to get rich. And the biggest thing that I needed to do was cut my cost of rent the fuck out of my life. Like, I was having a conversation with this young lady inside of Phuket. I think she's from Queens or whatever. Beautiful, nice young lady, right? She was like, she's like, I'm paying like $2,000 a month in rent. $2,000 a month in rent is $24,000 a month, a year, bro. That is a cost that is almost virtually just disappeared from my life, because that's baseline. When someone tells you what they're paying in rent, that's baseline. That's not water. That's not heat. That's not electric. That's not the other shit that you got to buy to put into the crib. So you're spending more money than that. I now take that money and leave that in my pocket. Now I can make better investments and better choices. Salute to you, homies hub, and those who are newly watchers and learners. What's good, Kane? What up, bro? I'm still waiting on that email. NYC The Future just made 1,000K off eBay from the same audience that watches this channel. This sector is cooked. I've actually seen Musa on Mosa on NYC's channel. Yeah, I've always tried to give him some gems on how to get to the money, man. You know what I'm saying? But I can't really condone nothing that he has going on that side right now. No hate for him, like I said before. I don't want him to feel like I'm hating on him, or you know what I'm saying, because that's what it always comes up to. When you try to give a nigga some like solid advice, but at 40 years old, you should be, you should have an established career, or you should be on your way to retirement at 40. I'm not even mad if you just went bankrupt or you got a divorce. Sometimes that happens to niggas. What I'm not doing is leaving my financial security to do this. Because I promise you guys, whatever they tell you guys about men who like leave the US to go chase women is true. Dudes do leave the US to go chase ass. And they go broke. Because they start figuring out you just became a woman's hustle. Instead of you picking up the hustle, you became a woman's hustle. All right, let me see. Entrepreneur school, top easy business to start in 2026. I actually have an online school. I just don't market it. I use it to train the people I hire. Because I don't like having to re-explain shit all the time. So I just make a video. Like, if you guys want to become a bug tester right now for the Homies app, like I said, you can get up to 3 months free on the entire ecosystem, not just the app. You get free access to the Discord, the Homies Hub website, Homies app. You get all that stuff. I'm giving you up to 3 months for free. All you need to do is upload at least one video per week to the Homies app and report any bugs that you have. That's it. It's literally a fucking cheat code. And if you're smart and want to promote your business or promote yourself, you would be emailing me right now to become a bug tester, because there is probably like over 1,000 people viewing the site every day. They're just looking at it though. So use your own brain and figure that out. Oh, I can upload as much videos as I want for the next 3 months. Hello. Think, Mark. Think, Mark. Think. What's your net worth, homie? Nigga, I'm broke. Don't think none of this talk I'm giving you means I got it. I'm so broke. I don't even think about the word net worth next to my name. I'm broke. The only thing that I can tell you right now is I'm comfortably living in Thailand. Okay, I would be like just getting by in the States. Greetings, everyone. This is an amazing channel. Oh, okay. Thank you, Paula. Welcome to the Homies Hub. You will figure it out, young man. Working is not in my vocab. I'm 50. Thank you, bro. And man, that gives me a lot of inspiration, because some people feel like you need to have a job to make it work. And I realize I'm just not that dude. I have to just get it out the mud myself. It is what it is. I know that what I build, you have to do a lot to take it from me. Thailand, in my opinion, is not cheap to travel, but it's cheap if you live there. No, it's not cheap to come to Thailand, but it's definitely cheap to live in Thailand. But like I said before, I think it's even cheaper to live in Colombia. Currently out in Panama for the first time ever working remote. Happiest I've ever been. Now I got to figure out how to work for myself and get out of here permanently. Jerome, you are one of those dudes that probably need to join the Digital Nomad mentorship. You're probably one of those dudes. I would say keep your job. The biggest thing that you need to do is keep your job and save money. Now that you're overseas, the goal is saving money. Your bank balance, depending on whatever you're getting paid, but I'm gonna just say for me, if my bank balance goes anywhere under 2K at any point in time, I start panicking, okay? Because I know that I'm on my own. If I had a job, you're more willing to spend the money, but when you live overseas, you start realizing that you don't need to spend money on as much shit as you do. Therefore, you start saving more bread. Like, I don't got to spend all this money. So because I don't have to spend all of this money, let's start saving it, putting it away, making it grow certain places. You know what I'm saying? Take some of that excess money and invest in shit that's going to make you more money. Hire a dude to teach you AI for 1 hour. Hey, teach me how to do this on AI for 1 hour. I'll pay you this much. You know what I mean? Like, yo, help me make ads for this company. Like, help me build a voice agent that I could resell to other companies. Start thinking about how to grow your money, because when I said this to you guys And everything I say, you can interconnect. There's never any discrepancy. I'm a very consistent individual with my train of thought. It's very, very consistent. I told you guys, I said, when you come overseas, you're living life like a rich man. Go and watch my video, Dating as a Black Man Inside of Colombia. I said, you're living life as a rich man. That doesn't just mean your access to women grows. It means your access to be able to generate and grow your dollar grows too. This is the part of travel that people don't talk to you about, right? They only talk about women and Airbnbs and who's crashing out. They don't talk to you about the levels of opportunities you have to grow your money. Because your cost of living is less, you now have more money to reinvest. Start thinking about places to put your money so it grows for you. My goal before I have to go back to the States is that when I go back to the States, if I go into the job market, they have to respect what I asked them for, because the extra time I've had to build things and scale companies and build agencies and grow, like, bro, like, you have to respect that this is what I want to get paid. And if you can't pay me this, I'll go get another. I could take a $30,000 a year contract and just come back to Thailand or go live in Colombia and I'll be straight. I don't have to come back here and work for you guys. I don't have to do that. But if I come back here, this is what I want. I need to be at least this percentage above the poverty line, this percentage above being comfortable, right? And then I need excess money to invest in things that's going to grow my bread. I need to start putting my money into things that's going to grow my money. And I think the biggest cheat code is digital, something digital where you don't have the overhead of needing to get, a building or a restaurant or an office. Do everything digitally because the overhead is so cheap. What can I offer you that's digital that'll give you max value in your life? Start focusing on that and build yourself an engine so that when you're clocking into work every day, you know you're about to see an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 coming in every month or every other month based off of what you're doing. And now, like I said, because of AI, the only thing that's stopping you is you. So also, people want to move around and travel is relatively cheaper within a region. One problem never considered about first timers or travelers: visa free, tourist visa on. Yeah, that's a huge issue. Hey, if you guys are fucking with the channel, man, please feel free to send a Cash App. Like I said, it does help. It does inspire me to do more streams like this. So, $1 counts. $5 is even better. $100 and make you the sponsor of tonight's show. Shout out to I cannot read your name. Says, how did you like the Philippines? Been in Cebu yet? No, so I have not gone to Cebu. I'm thinking about running back to Philippines at some point in time. I just don't know when, because I'm planning this birthday bash in Medi. So once we go to Medi, I don't know when we're going to come back to Asia, but I definitely think I'm going to come back to Asia, especially if it would just suck if I can't get a visa to Thailand. But we're definitely going to come back to Asia, and we're going to run back Cebu and all these other places. I think when I come back to Asia, if I can't come to Thailand, I'm going to stay in China or Japan and try to maximize my time there. See you in about 8 weeks, my guy. I see you soon, bro. I see you soon. If you go broke clapping cheeks, you just don't know how to trick. That's funny as hell. Yeah. He says majority retirees only have $2 to $2.5K a month. They're living good life, rent $300, food and all for $2,500, extra support money to stay at home, long rent, GF 500 equals $1,800 a month. Having a long-term girlfriend for $500 a month is crazy. I think that's a cost I don't necessarily want to incur. I do understand it, but for me right now, no. Long-term girlfriend you can literally, I can go take a girl shopping for $50 and just give her the time of her life that day, and she'll be coming back over for a feet rub, bro. I'm not gonna have to give her money. That's $500 I can put into Bitcoin. That's $500 I can put into trying to grow my agency. That's just me giving a girl $500 to exist next to me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Can't do it. Secondly, I don't really believe those guys are making only $2,000 a month. That's like struggle poverty level shit to me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That sounds like struggle poverty shit to me right there, bro. As a foreigner, absolutely not. Digital real estate. Yes. Listen, having a platform or a social media account where you have followers and subs is digital real estate. You need to be growing a channel. That's the now. Some of you guys are not into that. Everyone's like, everyone wants to be a content creator. It's oversaturated. No, it's not. It's not oversaturated. It's not. The problem is that the level or the ceiling to keep people's interest is getting higher and higher. You need to be able to keep somebody's interest because I know there could be a bunch of niggas live streaming right now in the space. I know when I go live, I'm going to have an audience no matter what. I know I'm going to have an audience because of who I am and what I tend to talk about on stream is different than what other people are talking about on stream. A lot of people don't really have anything informational to give you. So if you're a guy that wants information, you're probably going to come watch my stream. Some streams, you might just want to see a real interaction between a streamer and a girl. You're like, damn, can I see somebody with a chick? Even though it's been a while since I've had a girl on stream, but you guys know you can come to, my channel. If I put a girl in the thumbnail, she's 100%, 99% of the time going to be sitting right here next to me, right? Like, so I know I have a value proposition when it comes to being a content creator. It's the same thing with you. If I've been paying more attention to like these Instagram accounts that make these really good AI. Like they make really humanistic, cannot even distinguish it from real life AI. I follow those guys. I've been following those guys for so long because I was always a guy. I'm not giving you guys any fucking money. I'm like, yo, what is $35 for him to possibly put me on to something that can make me $3,500, $35K? I could spend $35, on some chick out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get us to this dude because I might learn something. I probably will. Especially the guys that be like, hey, you want to learn how to do AI like this? Like, man, I could just go on YouTube. Nigga, I promise you'll be sitting on YouTube trying to figure out that one little ass trick. You could have just gave him that $35 and you would have got that shit in 30 seconds. Now I'm just learning how to spend my money smarter and not hold on to money so tight. Like, you know what? He probably got something for me, man. I might just go pay him. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good. The biggest thing about being a travel content creator, the biggest thing is that you have so much freedom. It's almost a detriment to yourself because now you are responsible for yourself in every sense that you could possibly imagine it. Like you are really responsible for yourself. So you got to be smart with how you spend your money and where you spend your money and how you make your money and your own consistency. If I go out tonight and I get drunk, come back home at 6 o'clock and oversleep, and I don't wake up until 5 p.m., I missed out on plenty of opportunity for me to get shit done that morning that could have made me some bread. And this is something that I deal with a lot. You know what I mean? I have this many hours because it's easy to kind of like, just screw off, chase the chicas, drink a little bit, right? It's easy. It's really easy to do that, like miss out on gym time. Now I'm trying to do something where I have to like really account for my attention and my money. Like, okay, I'm about to spend $22 in this bar, buying drinks, This girl's trying to get a lady drink because she beat me in pool. This girl's trying to do this, do that. How much money am I about to spend here with her? Okay. How much would it have cost me to pay this Nigerian nigga to clip up 4 of my live streams and put them on my business channels? That's how my thought process starts working. I'm like, this Nigerian nigga charges me $5 per hour. I can get 4 solid hours out of this nigga for $20. I'm about to go spend that buying lady drinks at the bar. That's how my brain starts working. Like, okay, we're not going to the bar. We're not buying you no lady drink, okay? Because that $20 that you're only going to probably see $2 from anyways, I could go get at to some Nigerian kid that's going to make me some content. I could go get at to some girl from the Philippines that's about to make 60 LinkedIn posts for me that's going to be talking about this app or talking about my business, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's how my relationship to money started changing, because I'm like, I need to start thinking about what every dollar is doing for me. Every dollar has to work. Every dollar has to work. Shout out to Taj. He comes in with the $4.99. He's showing his support for the free school today. Says, I appreciate the gems you're dropping. I will definitely send you an email. Okay, bro. Send me an email. Tap in with me. Let's talk. Let's talk. Like I said, if you guys would like to support the stream, feel free to send a Cash App or Super Chat. You guys could Cash App me a $ Homies Hub. You should see it at the sign above. And like I said, your Cash Apps are not going to go unnoticed. Like I said, if you sent me a Cash App, I'm tallying it up, and I will be giving you guys some boost and some perks when you guys join the Homies app. So make sure that if you're sending Cash Apps, make sure that you're letting me know you're sending Cash Apps. Make sure you guys send me an email. Make sure you guys sign up to the Homies app. Make sure that the money that you send me now can do something for you later on in the future. It's not always going to be like this. So while y'all are seeing me now, and we're still small YouTuber, small app, I think we only had like 12 users sign up so far, right? Like, I haven't checked in a while, but, make sure that you take advantage of the fact that this could blow up, right? Like you want to be the first guy that was on TikTok that knew this shit was going to blow up before it blew up, right? You don't want to be like, damn, man, I was watching his live streams and this app blew up and now I can't even get a hold of him. Right now, I'm still very personable. I'm still talking to everybody. Take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? So let's actually check how many users we have on the Homies app right now. I'm gonna check real quick. Let's see how many users we have on the app. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we have 8 users. We have over 40, 50 users on the homieshub.com for like the memberships and those of you guys that want to watch videos. We have, I think, like 300 in the Discord, or a little bit more or less. And we have only 5 users on the Homies app, which is not a problem. We just started promoting it, so it's all good. Where are you at now, my brother? I am in Thailand. All right, so I guess I could drop the link real quick if anybody wants to come on and want to get a 2 cents or has any questions. You don't have to cam up. You can just it's basically you're just calling in, so don't be scared to jump in if you guys got some questions. I'll drop the link for you guys. This live stream, I really just want it to be about making money and traveling. I don't want to like talk about any real like nonsense, nothing like that. Not saying I'm not up for talking a little bit of nonsense, but yeah. So I'm starting a little segment of the Homies where it's just going to be guys that's focusing on making money online. I know people, some of y'all got jobs and shit. Y'all don't got time. So it's like, man, but I do want to make a little segment where we just focus on making money online because, right, like, you know, like the whole conversation about being a traveler and this like that is like, yo, you're not making any money, you don't have money, or like you got to go back to work. So why not figure out how to extend that vacation that you had to a life? And I'm telling you guys, my overall happiness has been so high these last 2 years. I never even knew you could feel this level of happiness consistently until I was just constantly just traveling. Right? I'm chilling, man. Like, you know, I got a cozy crib, gorgeous girl that might want to come over and just hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very cozy. You know, I don't have to trick, especially in Thailand, guys. If you want to be in Thailand and you just want to have yourself a little shorty and you don't got to trick, come to Thailand. Because when you go to Colombia, you're gonna end up tricking, or you just not gonna have a girl, or you're always gonna have a new girl who's gonna disappear when she can't get no money out of you. So, but right now I'm stingy. I'm like, every dollar got to go towards growing what I'm doing. I can't be out here just giving money to a girl just for her to exist. Can't do it. What's rent in Thailand? So I'm paying. I'll tell you guys what I'm paying for this spot. Hold on. Let me do the math and see how much I sent this nigga. I'm paying like $670, like $660, $670 a month for this spot. It's not really anything crazy. I got the balcony out there, which I'm covering because it's too much light. I got this shit. I got the bedroom in the back. If it's not like super obvious, those are not my shoes or my bag. Shorty is back there slumped like a motherfucker. She was actually supposed to come on stream because I wanted to do a little E-date stream with her, but she's like, me tired. I just want sleep. Me tired. I'm like, all right, go to sleep. It's all right. It's cool. So I'm paying like $6 something, and this is actually on the high side for me. Like, I know I could get a crib for $300. I got another little shorty that I be like talking to. She cool, like she the homie. She's actually an Airbnb booking.com person. So she does Airbnb arbitrage here in Thailand, where she cuts deals with these owners, and she'll like get a crib for like $300 US, $400 US. She doesn't have to book for the whole year. She books it month to month, and she puts it on booking.com and puts it on Airbnb, and she just scales like that. She has 2 apartments. I was with her inside of one apartment, high rise, 19th floor, could see the whole city of Pattaya. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's getting to the bag just like doing that. And that's something that y'all can do too. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could do that. Like, you could get a crib out here for $300-$400 a month, put it on Airbnb, possibly make $1,000. You know, after it's all said and done, you're gonna pocket $500-$600, put away $100 to pay cleaning fees. So you send somebody there to go clean. You charge the person that's coming in. If they want like a personal cleaner that's gonna come maybe every day, like, yeah, you know, just pay her 500 baht. That's covering the whole cost of cleaning. Somebody to come through clean. You know, find somebody that might want to come and cook for them, right? Say, hey, you know, the fee's gonna be this much for them to come cook for you. They're gonna appreciate that. You're gonna get 5 stars on Booking. You're gonna get 5 stars when it comes to Airbnb. Airbnb arbitrage in Thailand is a real thing, okay? The Chinese are coming out here and they're going crazy, and they're like renting out all these apartments and putting it on Airbnb. I'm almost certain the person I'm renting this spot from is Chinese. And he's probably paying $200 a month for this spot, $300. I'm paying 2 to 3 times what this shit is worth. But for me, $600 a month ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not even about to try to, you know, I did have a spot I was paying like $250 for a month. I don't know if y'all remember that. I don't know how long some of you guys been watching me. I did have a spot that was like $250 a month. The only thing was it wasn't this nice, but it was in a way better location. If I could have got that price, here or at a better location, oh my God, bro. Just think about the money you just saved. You just saved so much bread. Literally, you can have a crib for two. If you can't make $250 a month by yourself, you need help. You need help. Okay? You need help. You should be able to make $250 to live in Thailand. You no longer have to think about, okay, so what is like $250 for 6 months? Because you can't stay here for a year, right? So let's just, $1,500. You can stay in Thailand for $1,500 for 6 months, $3,000 a year. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think broke travel is going anywhere. I'm just saying. I don't think broke travel is going anywhere. I think you can be broke in travel because it's just too cheap to live in Thailand. Like it's really cheap. It's cheap as hell. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had rented that spot out and I was putting it on Airbnb, but it just had too many problems where I'm like, I know this is gonna like this investment property might not be worth it. The problem with, the good part about it is that one booking would be like 2 to 3 times whatever I'm paying. I'm a black man who's been traveling for many years. I think broke travel is the passport bro movement. Broke person can claim to be a passport bro, fly to the cheapest destinations, aka DR. I don't really care if niggas broke travel. I just don't think you should crash out travel. Like you shouldn't travel on some like you're not even gonna have money to get home or eat or somewhere to live travel. But if you're on a budget, I don't mind it. I couldn't do it myself. Like there has to be something that I'm sacrificing for more of. For me, when I first made my jump to start traveling, I had $3,000 in my account. And by the end of that week, I had like $200 left. I got hit with every fee possible, every note that was still unpaid. Like I came there with $300. I'm like, all right, if I get a place for shit didn't work out, I was broke. I figured it out by just grinding. I grinded. And I never said, yo, let me come back and have a job. I said, yo, I know what I'm building. I know what I'm building towards. If I go home right now, I'm quitting. And I just never went home. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be mad at somebody for leaving the Matrix. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Yes, if you live in the US, you're more financially like better off or something like that. But that's only because you don't know how to make money online. When you know how to make money online, you can pull money from the US and go live wherever you want. Why would you think about how like backwards this is. First of all, most wealthy people don't become wealthy in their lifetime. Most wealthy people are wealthy because their parents passed them down wealth. So the likeliness that someone in your bloodline is going to be wealthy because of something you did is much higher than you being wealthy on your own. Right? Let's just get that started first. Now, that's not to say don't try to be wealthy. Shoot to be wealthy. But you're going to work harder for your wealth than whoever is going to inherit your wealth is going to have to work for it. So just keep that in mind. Why should you have to fight against the odds, put in 60 hard years to live above average in the States when you can live like a king for minimal effort in someone else's country? Why not just do that? Why not just take the $3,000 you make a month and go to a country where the weather is nicer, it's easier for you to date the women you like with the money you have? And not only can you do that as a baseline, that's just buying a plane ticket and physically moving your body to another place. Now let's talk about how you can improve your health, because you have more time to focus on your health, exercise, see doctors. Doctors are way cheaper to see in Colombia and Thailand. Dental work is outstandingly cheap inside of Colombia. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can get a lot of stuff done. A lot of people I'm telling you, coming overseas is a cheat code. You just need you have to leave the matrix of the US, because the US and people in the US will constantly try to convince you that you're making a bad choice. That's not true. And this is coming from me. I'm 29. I don't have any retirement. I'm not inside the military. I don't have any of those benefits. I just know how to make money online. If I was also collecting like a military check and I could do all the shit I'm doing plus the shit I'm doing with tech, nigga, I would be so good. I might just start Tesla. I might start a Tesla 2.0 because I have so much time and money to think now that I just didn't have working a job. I am way healthier. I was looking at my photos from when I first went to Colombia to now. I look way better, okay? That was just unhealthy, eating U.S. food, not getting any sleep, working for the check, grinding. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing, I don't remember how much money I was seeing a week, but I know I was picking up so much overtime. I could pick up an extra $1,000 in just OT. I think I might have been seeing I don't fucking know. I was seeing some shit. I was seeing sometimes $1,500, $2,000 weeks because I'm putting in so much work, but my rent still costs money. Car note, which I'm still paying, but car note, gas. Like a lot of my money was going to bills because there's so much shit you just leave when you don't stay in the U.S. It's hard to explain it. Like consumerism eats out your pockets. How much money you spend buying shit off Amazon will eat off your pocket. I don't even know if I can order shit off Amazon here. I don't buy shit I don't need because I travel, so I can't take with me anyway. There's a bunch of shit in my room I'm going to have to throw out or give away because I can't carry it, especially if I'm going to go straight from here to Medellin. I'm like, man, I'm not even going to take that shit with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, why work harder than what you need to? Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to. Like, I know a lot of you guys are retired. You're like, man, you think you could cut corners, and I'm not trying to cut corners. I'm just saying, not to make anybody cry on stream. I watched a lot of motherfuckers in my life that didn't even make it to 25 die. I don't know if I'm gonna get hit by a bus tomorrow. Why would I wait? It's not like I'm throwing caution to the wind. Like I'm planning, I'm thinking about things. I have a strategy. I came here because I knew the fastest way to grow these business ideas was for me to get rid of my overhead, which was rents and all this and consumerism and all types of shit. It was like a no-brainer for me. And since I've been overseas now and I've been doing it for 2 years, there's nothing better that I have chose to do than this. This is the pivotal. You have these pivotal moments in your life. You always have these choices that you don't know just how much they're going to change your life until you do it, for the better or the worse. For me personally, every decision I have ever passionately attacked was always a monumental positive shift in my life. Deciding that I was going to leave my job when I left my job. I was sitting in that car. Long story short, them niggas was plotting some bullshit. I'm like, I'm not about to tolerate this. I have one option. I'm either going to thug this out because I need the money, or I'm going to leave and I'm going to figure this shit out. And I started thinking 10 steps ahead. I started thinking about if they try to fuck me in this way or get me that way or do this or do that. Like, basically, we're like, they're going to make it where I couldn't work in law and enforcement ever again. Not that I did anything. I committed no crime, nothing. It's just, when you're dealing with people where they basically get themselves off by fucking with other people of a lower rank, that's what niggas try to do. They try to fuck you. So I said, you know what? I'm going to leave this shit because it's not worth this mental stress that I'm going through. Like, I'm doing all of this and I still have credit card debt. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting with all my life to get some sleep. I'm fighting to lose weight. I could just leave. I'm like, if I can't figure out how to sustain myself with $1,500 a month, which I wasn't even making at the time, I was going to figure out how to make it, then I can't even say that I'm this guy that wants to be this tech mogul. I'm like, nigga, if you can't figure out how to leave and live somewhere else and figure this shit out, you a failure. And a lot of the odds, a lot of people would have told me, if I waited for somebody to tell me, or I started going to niggas for advice, everybody would have talked me. I'm telling you, everyone would have talked me out of this shit. They would have said, no, Mosa, don't do that shit, bro. Just work, thug it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom was definitely on that shit heavy. Like, oh no, you're too haste. You always want to do things haste. I'm like, nah, I'm not haste. Like, I've been sitting down calculating. Basically, long story short, I think one of my supervisors saw, because every day I would have this sheet open. I talked about this like last year on stream. I had this Google sheet open where I calculated how much money I would make by how many hours I would work overtime. So I have my baseline hours, and then I have my hours that I would have to work. I would be calculating how much money I'm going to see, how much taxes is going to come out. They've never seen no fucking jail guard do no shit like this. All of them are fucking bonehead ass niggas, right? They don't know shit, can't think shit. They don't know nothing but oppress and bullshit like that. So I figured they knew that I was coming to Colombia and shit like that, and they like basically saw that I was making this sheet because they know that I like pick up overtime. I am like the guy to call. Like, hey man, can you come in and do this overtime? Yeah, I'll come in. You know what I'm saying? Because that's more money for me to basically put away, you know, and basically trick off when I finally do on me. So I'm like, yeah, let me just, you know, work all this OT and save up. I think one of them basically realized that I was making this sheet as to when I could fucking quit. How much money do I need? I was trying to come to Colombia with like 50 grand saved. I think they realized I was doing that, and they were just trying to force me into some kind of situation where I would just basically say fuck them and quit, which is what happened. So if that was their goal, man, they won. I'm like, but look at what you did for me. Like that was probably the single greatest decision I've ever made in my life. Like if I could weigh what that has done for me in life, that has done so much positivity for me in my life. My health has dramatically improved. I was probably on verge of being pre-diabetic. That's no longer a thing. I have learned how to speak Spanish. Speak Spanish. I am Nigerian from the Bronx. There is no reason why a nigga like me can speak Spanish. I can speak Spanish. I grew my tech companies. I grew a YouTube presence where some of the biggest YouTubers that I watch are giving me shout outs on their channels, interviewing me, pulling up on me, hanging out with me. I was chilling with KBS fucking 2 nights ago. KBS has 600K subs on YouTube. He's one of the biggest channels in travel, period. Like, me and him just hang out normally. Like, none of this shit would have happened if I would have stayed there on some, nah, I need the financial security. It's like, nah, bro. I said, fuck that shit. Like, I'm out. I'm out. You feel me? I'm like, now I got this app launching. I'm telling y'all, this app is going to be, listen, this shit might not be the next TikTok. It might not turn into the next TikTok, but this app is going to be something. I promise y'all it's going to be something. I was telling you guys when I was in Peru, I said, 2026, I think I'm going to have a travel space up. I'm going to have the whole travel space upside down. I think, we're not even 30 days in yet, and y'all see the pressure that I am applying is real life. Like, it's real life. So now you telling me walking away from a job is allowing me to go on a generational run? See what I'm saying? Me walking away from a job is putting me on a generational run. But I was planning. I was sitting there planning, bro. So, all right, man, let me calculate my hours. I got this many hours. All right, boom. If I pick up this many hours, let me look. Let me see who need help. Yeah, okay, I could probably work that shit for him. I was like, all right, cool. Blah, 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 blah. To them, it's like, yo, this motherfucker gave me so much help. Thank God for him. For me, I'm just like, a couple more days of this shit, and I could go. And guess what? Ain't none of that shit work out. As soon as I left the job, I was broke as fuck. All that trying to save money, I was broke as fuck. Sometimes you're going to plan and plan and plan and plan, and you're not going to execute. Sometimes the execution will help you create a better plan. That's what it was for me. You know what I'm saying? So the American dream is a trap. Jobs is for slaves. Yeah, man. Especially now because AI and all these companies and all these CEOs is trying to figure out how to fire people so they could save money. They're using AI, which AI right now, I can say I think AI is a big ass bubble. I think it's a big ass bubble. That doesn't mean AI is not going to be super powerful. That doesn't mean AI is not going to be godlike, because I definitely think that's still coming down the pipeline. It's just not going to be available to everyone else. Maybe I do a video on this. Maybe I don't. I know some of you guys are not trying to think this hard. But AGI, which is artificial general intelligence, is basically them trying to create a super intelligent AI for every human on Earth. And physically, what's being said when it comes to physics is that it's not possible. Because the information that needs to run on these like computer chips and how fast it needs to process thought, it's physically just not possible. With that being said, that's not to say one company like Microsoft or Google won't have godlike AI with godlike capability, but everyone won't. And I think right now the entire AI market is riding on the fact that everyone is going to have super intelligent AI. And right now I'm telling you, I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't. I don't think we're going to have this super intelligent AI. But all these companies are like, all right, well, your job, we're going to start figuring out how to fire you so we can save this much money. So they're getting rid of people, putting them out of work, because they're anticipating that AI is going to be a flawless replacement for a human being. We're not ready for that. So I think a lot of people are losing their jobs for no reason. Now, that's not to say some of y'all jobs can't be taken. Some of y'all niggas know your job can be taken. You know what I'm saying? But this is why you need to start getting your skills up so that you can basically try to survive. You need to understand something about the world. If you don't evolve with the world, you will go extinct. We see that in Darwin's theory. We see that in a lot of scientific laws. Because we have moved away from the age of agriculture and we've moved more into an industrial world, you need to figure out how to be industrial in 2026. Or maybe going into the office or going into the building or going into the restaurant, or it's not going to work out. Uber and Lyfts and DoorDash get you by now until they legalize AI doing it. Now someone can just walk the order into a car. The car is going to go, drop it off, come back. Or they'll set up bikes. Put the bike in a cage, lock the cage on the bike. Bike comes to you, opens up, you grab your meal, you go back upstairs. People won't start losing their jobs. Now you can be the person that loses your job and you're yelling about AI and capitalism and all this other bullshit. You're going to go down a rabbit hole, or you can just figure out how to evolve. That's it. Everybody did this shit. Everyone was like, oh man, I can't sell potatoes no more. I can't just grow some potatoes. And, because you figured out how to mass produce potatoes, or, when they started grabbing all these seeds and then burning seeds so that other people couldn't grow food and shit like that. This shit, bro, this is human nature. Humans are cannibals. We cannibalize each other. The best thing that you can do for yourself is learn something. So, like I said, personal one-on-one mentorships. Maybe you don't know if you want to do that. You just want to commit. So, I just want to do a month. Just go to thehomieshub.com. Let's have a real conversation. Let's make a real plan for you. Or just come and show some support on the live streams. Join the Discord. And just start doing some research. I think that's the best thing that you could do yourself. Right now, if I were you and you don't know me and you haven't been watching my channel that long, don't send me $1. Whatever topic that I spoke about today, I want you to research it in depth. You can actually download the transcript from this conversation on this YouTube video, run the transcript through ChatGPT, and have it question anything that I said. And I promise you it's going to lean on 60 to 70% at minimum accuracy, that everything I'm speaking is facts. Everything that I'm speaking is facts. What is the app? The app is thehomies.app. So you could go to thehomies.app in your browser. Okay, you guys can go to thehomies.app. You can sign up. It's free. Sign up is free, but if you want to upload and post, you do have to pay. But like I said, I'll give you guys a code so you guys basically can get it for free. 12 guys. I think I might have. I think I'm about to send you your code soon. Said $7,200 a year is a life hack. You won, sir. Thank you, bro, but I haven't won yet. I've won when I do not have to come back to the U.S. at all. I'm only coming back. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys hit the like button if you're coming in. Support the stream. $homies hub. I'm gonna run a poll on the live stream real quick. I want to know if this live has been helpful or informative to you guys. We have 69 people watching and only 46 likes. So let's definitely get the likes up. Okay. Have you learned something this stream? Have you learned something this stream? Let me know if you learned something this stream. Vote on the poll. Fix this. So thehomies.com and the homieshub.com is the community app. I mean the website, and the Homies is the social media platform that I am launching. I want a couple of you guys to basically go on there and test it out first. Turning broke travel into content, i.e. crash out content, is the problem. Shout out to D Moore. What up, bro? Yeah, so can you talk about the danger of dealing with curvy women while being on your purpose? Nigga, just have some self-control, bro. There's so much curvy women. I meet so many curvy women in Thailand. There's even 1,000 times more inside of Colombia. You're always gonna meet something curvy and thick. Now, my weakness is if she curvy, thick, cute with glasses on. That's like an instant. Like I might have a heart attack when I see her. Like every time I see something curvy with like glasses on, I like have a little mini heart attack. But I just learned to try to control yourself. I was looking into buying investment property where, because keep in mind, in Thailand, you cannot fully own anything. You're going to have to go in a partnership with somebody Thai. And they do have companies that'll do that for you, but I don't know how sketchy that is. Why people even say broke traveling is beyond me. Get the best deal. When did we want to spend more and leave with more? Because who gives a fuck? People budget travel all the time on some hippie shit. Yeah, I don't think you shouldn't travel because you're broke, right? Because but I also don't think you should travel with no plan as to how you're going to feed yourself. Like, don't voluntarily step off a cliff into hot lava and die. That's how I feel. But a lot of people be like, man, I wouldn't even lead a country with no less than 6,000. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, come on. Like, you're not even being realistic. You're not going to spend 6,000 if you're going on a short trip. Like, these are people. People that talk like that give me the idea like they go book the nicest hotel, they gotta fly first class, like they're trying to bring that whole consumerism bullshit overseas. You don't need all that to travel. I'm dropping a link real quick to my boy. Let's see if he can pull up on stream. My boy's in Dubai right now, living his life. I was thinking about sliding out there too. I found a complex that I talked to an owner with. It's 40 million baht, so roughly 1.2 million. I'm considering purchasing for rental properties. I break even in 12 years. Right now, I know the strategy for investment is to try to break even in 2 years, 24 months. When it comes to buying property, that's a much longer game. I get that. It's like generational wealth. If you want to do that and you have the money to do that and it's not going to take nothing from you to do it, then do that. For me, I'm thinking about how that money can be grown over the course of 6 months before I do, and that's me, right? That might be the single greatest play you make in your life. So that's somebody that you have to consult with. That's not really my realm. People tell me why I don't have a car. I'm a traveler. LOL. Yo, bro, I travel and I have a car, and it's probably like, it's only good if I go back to the States. But right now, that car is not, obviously when I get back to the States, I'm gonna have a car. I could drive around, but there's just so much shit you don't need. Like if I'm gonna be traveling most of the time, there's no need for me to have a car. Majority of people can't even make 1K a month. You crack the matrix. Yeah, but I feel like until I'm like really financially secure, I don't even feel like that. I feel like I'm just living on God's grace right now, bro. Is your app monetized? Did you get any YC funding? So the app is going to be monetizable for other people and me. I got no funding at all. I'm not getting any capital, any venture capital funding. I'm not doing none of that shit. We're going to fund it through the community so that when we get it to a certain point, we have more leverage. So if I get 1,000 paying users on the app, let's say I get 1,000 people paying the $15 a month because you get to create, live stream, make money right away. You don't need to have 1,000 subs. You can have 0 subs and you can start going live and making money. And, people can send you points. And guys, I do have a wager system coming to the platform where you can make wagers or, wagers on things like, is NYC the future ever going to come back from this scandal? Some people might put money up that he is. Some people are going to put money up that he doesn't. You can make money like that too. A lot of that, I'm telling you, I have some really fire ass shit coming to the homies app. But no, so the goal is if I have 1,000 people paying me $15 a month, that's $15,000 a month. You do $15,000 a month times 12. $15,000 a month times 12. That's about $180,000 per year just off the app, only off that one revenue model. There's no reason for me to go for funding. I could dedicate about $25,000 a year into ads, maybe even $50,000 a year. Build out my marketing team, market, run ads, bring more people in there, charge for ads, charge other people that want to promote their business on there. That's pretty much self-sustaining. And a lot of venture capitalists are going to want to invest in something that's already generating income. Then it's just like a core idea, which at that point, I have more leverage. And the whole point is to have leverage. I appreciate a young OG showing OGs and young niggas what there's out here more than America. Shout out to you. Nah, New York be the first is speaking Spanish, especially Bronx and Spanish Harlem. That's funny. Black niggas though? Obviously, bro, 30K online better than 150K a year job in California. Yeah, man. We need more money talk, so we respect you for giving that aspect. Shout out to you. Yeah. Should I put that money where you saving into a SCHD to get dividends on it? AI is just a bubble. It'll be powerful, but it's not really going to replace people, as they say, unless you're just lackluster. Is the app in beta? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The app is still in beta mode, guys. So you guys are going to see a lot of bugs on it, a lot of bugs. But I figure you, instead of me waiting for the app to be perfect, I just talk about it now, so that you guys know that it's coming. You guys can watch it improve. Like I don't care to fuck up in front of thousands of people no more, because I know that I'm gonna get better, and I know I'm extremely persistent. It's one thing if I just quit and I say, you know what, I quit, man. I ain't doing this shit no more. I'm not quitting. You know, if it, like, feel like we can have a setback, but a setback is just going to be a major comeback for me. I don't think I'm ever going to stop growing and getting better at what I do until it's time for me to go give the Lord a hug. So I'm like, I'm gonna launch the app now, even while it's like still in beta mode. Remember when Facebook, IG, YouTube didn't exist? Think that way now. We are in the digital gold rush. Whatever you can think of can be the way for the next 40 years. Yo, first off, you're speaking absolute facts, right? But first off, let us talk about this. Let us talk about this. Okay, wait a minute. Because I'm trying to show y'all niggas something. Y'all want to see something? Come here, man. Let me show you niggas something real quick, bro. Come here, man. Let's talk money talk real quick. Let's talk money talk real quick. Y'all remember him? Cabby Lane? Remember him? This motherfucker will have videos not saying a word. He'll just do this. Water for an ad? Dead ass, right? Like he'll just be like, this nigga just sold his operating company for $900 million. Almost a B. I wish he would have got the B. If he would have got the B on that, he just sold his operating company for $900 million. Now, what he's going to take home, who knows? It could be, it might, if it's north of 100 million, he won. Even if it's 50 million. Generational wealth from creating videos. Difference is he built a company around the content. $900 million. When I build companies, I'm thinking about my exit. Can I build this to a point where I sell this and I build generational wealth? Because there are these huge companies with billions, if not trillions of dollars, that they just go around and they're looking for companies to buy to increase their generational wealth. See, we're trying to build wealth for the next couple decades. They're trying to build wealth for the next 1,000 years. So they're like, I will give you 900 million for this company that's going to make me, 900 billion, maybe even make me 1 trillion. This motherfucker for doing this. 900 million. $900 million. Niggas like, yo, niggas say, yo, bro, that's a B, bro. Nigga, $100 million off is a lot of money. Okay, that's a lot. I can't call it a B, but I get it. All right, fuck it. Just, just for the sake of the stream, man, we're gonna call it a B. $1 billion off this content shit. $1 billion, bro. $1 billion, bro. Off of doing this content shit. He said that he owned the majority of the company, so at least 450 M's after fees and taxes. Woo! I'm trying to tell you. So y'all be like, yo, man, are you going to get some venture capitalists? No. Because when I'm ready to sell and what I've built and put my blood, sweat, and tears into, if I ever sold the Homies Hub or any other company I'm building, because I do have a few of them, even the MyConsent.me app, like, that's a consent app for, people to just get consent. I would sell that shit. Somebody comes to me with a good price, I would sell that shit. Sell it. Take the consent app. I have other apps in the way. If you guys join the Digital Nomads here, I break all this shit down. The selling of a company, the scaling of it, the building of it, how to build it, and then how to finally sell it. I'm building companies to sell them shits. I have maybe one or two companies that's going to be like my legacy companies that like that's going to like be like my legacy. Like that's what I'm passing on to my children. But outside of that, if I come up with a good idea tomorrow and I scale it, we selling that. There is nothing in this life that's going to get you money like that besides someone else with bigger money giving it to you. Now you need to give them a reason to give you the money. Or you got to be a really great company and you make so much money. Like, bro, like look at OpenAI and ChatGPT, OpenAI. They're losing so much money because they're just not generating money like that. I'm almost certain if somebody came to them with $300 billion, he might think of selling that shit. He won't though, because I think he thinks he's, I guess they're valued like $1 trillion. This guy made this money off of social media and he owned the company, bro. You think he's concerned about being a broke traveler? Whatever he was doing to make money, he could take his phone, go anywhere on the planet, and he could do that shit. What was actually his business? This nigga said this shit ain't Wi-Fi, this shit Li-Fi. I'm weak. That's a B. Lo siento. What up, Ralph? Pull up, bro. We got to talk, man. You in Dubai. Pull up. Yeah, man. $100 million is a fuck ton. I'm not about to say that nigga made $1 billion. I'm sorry, bro. He did it. He did. You need another $100 million before I say you made a fuck ton. Like, or OpenAI is losing like billions of dollars every month. They're losing billions. They're getting sued by Elon Musk for over $134 billion. Do you want to build a company right now that's going to take you 20 years to be in profit? Or do you want some shit that's going to get you profitable now? Because that's what all the investors, when they're looking at little startups, they're looking at what's going to make them money right away. Or if they're a bigger investor, they're saying to themselves, okay, we could wait to get back the investment in 20 years. Because they have all these financial kinds of instruments that they're going to make that spend. They're going to write off some of it. They're going to, take like collateral against it. They're going to do a lot. As long as you have people that are paying you every month to access something, there's value. 900 M's. I want you guys for 1 second to imagine what 900 M's can do for you. 900 mil. What can $900 million do for you? Now, granted, you're not gonna get that. So let's say he takes home 450,000. I mean, he takes home 450 million, right? After everything, let's say he take home. No, I think he might be pocketing that 450 million cash. Just think about what you would do with $400 million. I know after I done built my own version of Tony Stark and the Stark Empire, I'm a full-blown philanthropist, baby. I'm going around the country helping people. I'm breaking fish and bread like I'm Jesus in every country. I'm helping the poor. At that point, you so rich, you can't even trick in peace. You can't even trick it off in peace. Because if you trick it off for one person, they calling a whole family like, oh yeah, this nigga tricking. Come get you that cow that you wanted. Because he could buy 1 billion of them now. You can't even trick in peace. I'm proud of this man. I love seeing black men get rich. I love seeing young black men get rich even more. So yeah, don't think content is oversaturated and everyone's doing content. And do content, bro. You just need to build a business around content. Guys, this morning we hit 4,500 subs. I know it's nighttime for some of you guys. For me, it's 9:30 in the morning. We hit 4,500 subs just this morning for me. We're now at 4,518. So all of you guys that's been liking the video, commenting on the video, sharing my video, shout out to y'all. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson for giving me a shout out on his latest video. I appreciate that from him as well. That means a lot. He said that statement is crazy. What did I say that was crazy? Yo, Elon Musk is suing Sam Altman and OpenAI for $130 billion. Can that kind of lawsuit is going to bankrupt your ass? Oh man, that's a mean lawsuit. I think Ralph can't pull up. Hold on, Ralph. Give me a second, bro. I'm gonna figure this out real quick. I might have to send you a Google Meet link, nigga. I gotta send you a Google Meet link, bro. Let's see if we can do this real quick. If you're in Dubai and you're able to show us anything, let me know. If not, it's all good. We're trying to see if I can get you up here. If not, it's all good. Let me see. Yo, Ralph, check your Wi-Fi, bro. I mean, check your WhatsApp. All right, so we're at 2 hours 18. I appreciate those of you guys that's supporting the stream. Like I said before, make sure that you guys hit the like button, $ Cash App, join the Discord. Just go to thehomieshub.com and just click the Discord button. And that'll bring you right in there for free. Every platform I have is free to join. Okay. The only thing that you have to pay for is if you're trying to become an exclusive member or something like that. But besides that, you should be straight. We have 66 people in the chat, but we only have 33 votes. So there's literally only half of you guys voted on the poll. Please vote on the poll if you can. Take just a second out to open up your iPhone if you're on TV or laptop. Hit the video and just hit the like button. It helps. Says, I would probably buy some prime real estate in Cape Town with frequent trips to Colombia and Brazil if I come up on 400 M's. Yeah. Once you hit 400 M's, you definitely got to build some like real estate, some like crazy real estate shit. Or just start buying shit out. Number one, I'm buying up land. I'm buying up so much land. If houses and restaurants or shopping malls can be built on that shit, I'm buying that shit up. It's over. You give me that liquid cash, yeah, I'm putting 100 mil into a bank account, and I'm leveraging against that, and I'm borrowing money. I'm using the money I'll borrow to build these houses. Yeah. And I'm gonna probably take like another like 10 million, invest in some companies that's gonna bring me that cash and fast, like quick cash fast. You know what I'm saying? Yep. At that point, you might as well just start a VC fund. Once you start touching money like that, you need to create some kind of institution that handles other people's money. Because now people are now giving you money, and you're making money off of the money that they're giving you. You basically got to start some version of a bank. I saw some post somewhere that says something like how like Starbucks is really a bank. And I guess Starbucks is really a bank because everyone gets this like Starbucks card and they like preload money to the Starbucks card. And I guess they're sitting on over like $500 million worth of just like money. You feel me? Do we want to do any reaction videos while I'm on stream, or are we good, chat? Let me know if you guys want the stream to keep going. First of all, if y'all want the stream to keep going, y'all gonna have to hit this like button, and somebody got to send a Cash App or a super chat. I just dumped hella gems for you guys, and we might only had a few people support. So, you know, let me at least see if y'all jumping in the Discord. Y'all not even joining the Discord? Yeah, nah. See, yeah, you guys want me to come on here and just show y'all hoes. Y'all don't appreciate the good effort. At least join the Discord. It's free. The Discord is free. I don't ask for much. Y'all don't see me coming on here begging. All I'm asking for y'all to do is, if you can't donate, participate with a like button, vote on the poll, join the Discord, do things that actually help grow the platform besides only watching, okay? Make your presence known. Things like that. Yeah, so I guess I guess Starbucks is almost became like a little like bank. Man, think about how much damage you could do in terms of just how much money you could make by going to travel hotspots and just like setting something up. Just think about that, man. You could make some money. You could make some serious. I'm telling you, like, I would be buying gold. I would buy so much Bitcoin. Oh my gosh, I'd buy so much Bitcoin. I would probably build a data center if it doesn't cost too much money. Real estate would definitely be a thing. And I would take like $20 million from that 450 after I already done spent like $60-70 million in like different investments. I would just I would just start putting on entertainment shit. I'll be doing concerts, shows, branding myself. I would spend so much time branding myself to make even more money. Man. I would go so crazy, bro. I would go so crazy. I've learned how to do a lot with a little. So if I had a lot, I could do a lot with a little. So if I had a lot, man. Yeah. Even if I didn't create the like the homies app right now, I would definitely make it if I was up $400 million. Like every smart person builds a social media app. That's like the first thing you do when you have money and a little bit of influence. Trump has his own social media app. Elon bought Twitter, which for a retarded amount of money. I don't even think that purchase makes sense. And I heard Twitter's losing money like every day. I don't know if that's true, but I can't imagine a $95 billion purchase being justified to then start charging people to use the app. And the algorithm's fucked. I heard he saved a bunch of money though, but Elon is really good at getting people to give him money. He's really good at that. So now he's suing OpenAI for $134 billion. I mean, shit. Anyways, chat. Probably gonna wind down for a second. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to show you guys before I get off stream. It looked like Ralph is having some issues coming on stream, so that's all right. Let's see if there's anything else I want to show you guys before we get off. Like I told you guys before, we're having a Homies Hub meetup in March, the last weekend of March. We're having a Homies Hub meetup, so join the Discord. I'm just trying to get like the official location down pack, and then we're going to be selling tickets. I'm going to do like an early bird. So try to lock down your early bird ticket as fast as you can. It's not really me trying to bring the whole Homies Hub out here. It's really just like the top homies, early people. But let's see. I might make it open for a little bit of everybody, and I'll have there'll be different kinds of activities going on. So if you can't make it to like the house party or like brunch or like whatever it is, it's all good. It'll be something for us to meet up. We're definitely gonna have a club night. So, at least one night in the club, I think I might want to buy out the whole club. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, nobody come in this bitch. If they don't have the Homies app on their phone, nobody steps foot in this bitch. All right. Anyways, salute to everybody. I definitely appreciate y'all for watching. Let me just tell my boy real quick that he's good because I'm about to get on stream anyway. Nah, you good, bro. You straight. I'm about to turn down the live anyway, so you good, buddy. Uh-oh. I think he just joined. Did he join? No, okay. All right, chat. I appreciate you guys for watching. Hit the like button. Support the stream. Go to thehomieshub.com and join the Discord. Just hit the Discord button. If you guys enjoyed the stream, you guys can send a super chat or cash app during the outro. I appreciate all of you guys. And make sure that you guys save this video and watch it back with some gems. It's your boy. Peace.
Yeah. She know me as king, but today I told her she'll see me as sin. No, a God, bow down, it'll give me your eyes. I come before you, but not as a mirage. To be the answer to all of your prayers. Get it now instead of waiting on later. Need a man that isn't stricken my greed. I'm only stricken when you get on your knees. Girl, don't pray for me, you could pray to me. It's blasphemous if you don't believe, cause I bear the fruit, but not off the tree. But I bear the fruit to show you you're free. Don't pray for me. All the things you wanna say for me, you can say to me. Activate my inner savior. Can't watch you act on your inner nature. I can't watch you slide down that pole. Watch new niggas take you home. I'm here to save your soul and purify you with that roll. I can't just sit back and just watch you. You got a heavy burden, I'ma spot you. You feeling sick, I'll be a doctor. I want you to love me. I want you to love me like a God that you ain't never seen. I wanna be to heaven you ain't never been. I wanna purge 11 that's been meddling. Life's a trip, keep you pedaling. Let my love just settle in. I write you letters in cursive. Just let me be the one you worship. Yeah, worship. You can pray to me.